How the F do you make friends as an adult if you don't drink? Borrow tools and actually give them back. I've got to consider you a top-tier friend before I'm lending you any tools. Who am I borrowing tools from if I don't already have friends? Join a sports league. For example, we have Zog Sports. You can join things like kickball or cornhole leagues. Guys and girls play. If they don't have one in your area, maybe start one. Some people on Facebook started a golf group for people who like to play golf in my area. I joined that one to meet new people. You could start a tennis group or even a gaming group. There's a local place near me which is called Play Hoboken. They have get-togethers for pool, tabletop tennis, chess, desktop games and even Dungeons and Dragons. Maybe look for a similar business in your area. I'm part of a book club. We meet online every month after reading a book and talk about it. I was introduced by a friend. Again, may need to search a bit. Even if you don't drink, you still can go to a bar. Order a club soda with a lime. No one is going to know you aren't drinking a vodka/soda. All of these are great. I just want to touch on number 4 as I am a bartender in a place that's typically very popular. You're more than welcome to hang out at a bar and not drink. Thrilled to have you, truly. You're gonna be easy to manage and I know you're not gonna get wasted. That being said, club soda costs very little and you probably get free refills. So if you go to a bar and just drink club soda, make sure you tip your bartender appropriately. If you hang out for 2 hours and have 5 club sodas, you will get a bill for like $4. This means the 20% rule no longer applies. Try to throw your bartender a buck each time they bring you another club soda. It'll only cost you a few dollars and no bartender will scoff at $1 per drink. They'll be thrilled. If you're hanging out at a bar within a restaurant, the bartender probably makes more money off of people dining at the bar. If someone wants to sit at my bar for dinner and can't because Steve is here sitting with his club soda, I might ask Steve to stand up. I love Steve and I want him here, but this other guy wants a steak and a bottle of wine, and that's good real estate. I love my bar regulars who don't drink and they keep me and my bottom line in mind. So come hang at my bar. 4. You don't need to pretend you are drinking alcohol. Nobody gives a shit. We have sober friends who regularly join us for the first half of the night and leave when people start getting drunk. And if they volunteer to be a designated driver, they get showered with free food and soft drinks. Have you considered joining a cult? Joining a D&D group is basically joining a cult without all the sacrificing animals. You make more money as a leader, but you have more fun as a follower. The closest I have gotten to making new friends is through my kids' sports, just hanging with the other parents or coaching teams. I don't consider any of them to be friends, but we enjoy hanging out and shooting the breeze at games. But once sports are over, I'll never see them again, but if I run into them randomly, I'm sure we'll chat for a minute. Solid acquaintances. 2. Video games. Just having a regular group of randoms in a server regularly is nice. I play a racing game and the others are typically all from other countries, but text chat is fun and it's at least interaction with people I don't live with. If I really wanted friends, I'd probably have to go back in time and do a better job keeping in touch with my old group of buddies. Beyond here is an edit due to it's never too late to keep in touch reply. Edit: yes, I agree, it's usually never too late, but when you literally don't even know what to say, or talk about with an old friend, who was a very good friend, and you are hoping that you can just talk about their kids' sports. I think it is pretty damn late. But this happens to millions of people, it's normal, and I don't dwell, or recommend anyone else dwell on it. My parents, mid-70s, moved into a 55-plus housing community. Houses not assisted living, and they've made friendly with neighbors, play cards, pop in for a drink on occasion, so maybe it gets easier later. And I'm not really sad about not having friends, I'm a bit to myself and enjoy short earnest conversations with the many people I've gotten to know. One, my kids' sports, maybe because my wife and I are insufferable assholes, but we can't stand most of the parents of the kids on my son's baseball team. They're like carbon copies of the worst Karen you've ever met. Video games can actually be awesome for finding friends. Maybe it's a Texas advantage, but as my games have servers for the South, you don't have to look too far to find a nice person an hour or less away. I started inviting people from online dating sites who said they were looking for friends to play D&D. Some of them were actually looking for friends. I also started a fencing group in my area and advertised it in relevant Facebook groups. A few people showed up and now we occasionally do things that aren't fencing related. You guys do chain link or privacy, usually? Some of them were actually looking for friends. I laughed way too hard at this. You see someone doing something you do or like to do or are curious, hit them with a compliment and then with a follow-up question. Met some of my best friends because I liked the colon they were wearing, ha. Edit, cologne. Keeping the error. I am not myself today. Edit, damn you people and the unrelenting colon comments. Edit, thank you for running the train on me with rewards. I love the smell of your colon, wanna be friends? Good analogy. Related, I drink a fuck ton and I don't have many friends. Me too. I can't believe I finally found you, friend. Do you have a basement? It's easier to keep your friends if you lock them in one. Join clubs, meetups, activities, hobbies, work, volunteer, online, or simply go out to socialize during the day or early evenings. Or simply go out to socialize during the day or early evenings. How does this work practically? You can't go up to people in a cafe and join in, or introduce yourself to people in the street. Dungeons and Dragons. The first couple of times bring some goodies, if you want to grease the wheels. Fucking best way to find friends, went from 2 to 20 in a couple of months. Links for people that want to play D&D, for finding a group, Reddit LFG basic rules, rule set PDF site used for online D&D, Roll20 site with pre-made characters, ask the DM if he allows use of these, pre-made characters, more tools, D&D Beyond. Subscribe for more hot Reddit takes in your inbox, guaranteed.